If you're watching this on YouTube and you have a question, comment, suggestion, or maybe you just want to find out more information about the product, you can find the link below. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3GameMan.com and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the HIS R7 240 and 250 iCooler Boost Clock video cards. Both of these pretty much use the same box except they have different information on it as well as different stickers here at the top. However, the box does look quite nice, all kinds of information about the product, but note there isn't a picture of the product on the box. This is the 240 box. And this is the 250 box. There are two security seals, one at the top and another one at the bottom. Now let's open this up and see what's inside. The contents for both of these is the same, a user's manual, an information card here on how to install the video card correctly, and the video card itself is in this plastic case. Top comes right off like so, and it's designed to keep the video card in place. Here's the video card. Notice that they have some protective plastic on the shiny parts. I'll go ahead and remove that. And as well, for protection, they have some styrofoam here at the bottom. Now let's go ahead and have a closer look at the video cards. The R7 240, which is the one on the left, has a PCI Express interface of 3. So does the 250, which is the one on the right. They are both based on the OLED core, but the 240 has the OLED Pro core and the 250 has the OLED XT core. They are both built on the 28 nanometer manufacturing process, and they both have 1.04 million transistors. Keep in mind that the R7 series of video cards are considered entry to mid-level, while the R9 series is high-end. Now, the R series is rebrands and repositioning of the 7000 series video cards, so I just wanted to say that right at the beginning here, but with a few differences, and I'll go through those in just a minute. So, what's the 7000 series equivalence of the R7 240 and the R7 250? Well, the R7 250 is essentially a 7510, and the R7 250 is really a 7730. Now, what are the main differences between the new R series and the older 7000 series? Well, the R series video cards are priced more aggressively, so cheaper, and in some cases a lot cheaper, particularly the high-end video cards, but performance is on par with the 7000 series video cards. Since these aren't performance-oriented video cards, you really don't need a super blower-style cooler. Rather, a regular GPU cooler, which they have here, is more than adequate, and they're calling this the iCooler. So you've got a fan on top and an aluminum heatsink below. And by the way, the heatsink does not come in contact with the memory, only the GPU. Now this fan is super quiet at only 28 decibels in 2D mode, but of course it will increase in speed in 3D mode. As for connections, there are 3, a DVI, HDMI, and standard VGA. Neither of these video cards consume a lot of power and thus no power connection. Now the power consumption on the 240 is 30 watts and the 250 is 65 watts. Now let's move on to the good stuff. The core speed on the R7 240 is 730 megahertz, but the boost clock is 780 megahertz, and the 2 gigabytes of DDR3 128-bit memory is 1.8 gigahertz DDR. And trust me, this is the R7 250, which has a core speed of 1000 megahertz, but the boost clock is 1050 megahertz, and the 1 gigabyte of GDDR5 128-bit memory is 4.6 gigahertz DDR. It comes with 384 stream processing units, 24 texture units, and 8 raster operations. The pixel fill rate is 8 gigapixels per second. The texture fill rate is 24 gigatexels per second. The floating point performance is 768 gigaflops, and the memory bandwidth is 73.6 gigabytes. megabytes per second. Now these video cards come with all kinds of technologies, and I will just fly through a few of these. It supports DirectX 11.2, OpenGL 4.3, OpenCL 1.2, and Mantle, which is new, and this API or application programming interface really breaks new ground in that games with it enabled speak the language of GNC or Graphics Core Next architecture, allowing outstanding performance. You're talking 9 times the performance and amazing image quality. This essentially means that developers have an outstanding tool to supercharge graphics. Ultra resolutions up to 4K are possible, and that's around 4 times that of regular HD. It has AMD True Audio technology for amazing sound quality and AMD app acceleration, which improves performance of everyday tasks, such as web browsing, office applications, and video rendering, which I love. Also, AMD Crossfire technology for amazing multiple video card scaling and performance, and this of course is a must for many gamers. And there's also AMD Power Tune technology, which enables intelligent power monitoring to enable higher clock speeds and thus better performance. As well, to reduce energy costs, you have the AMD Zero Core technology, and this allows the video cards to consume virtually no power when they are at idle. And finally, for all your 3D viewing pleasure, they have AMD HD 3D technology to play 3D games, watch Blu-ray movies and that kind of stuff, videos, and the ability to edit 3D photos. As you can see from the performance results, these video cards are really not intended for gaming. If you are a serious gamer, get the right video card, and I would recommend looking at something in the R9 series. So what are these video cards for? Well, sure, you can game on them, but they will be perfect for a home theater PC build if you're looking for a separate video card, because they do have an HDMI port. Or maybe you just want to have, a video card where you can do multiple displays. It will be perfect for that as well. Overall, though, these are great products. Until next time, take care. How do you think this product stacks up? To vote, head on over to 3dgameman.com, and while you're there, check out the pricing.